get familiar. So if you don't know by now, then you should probably get familiar.
Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is my first video on the channel and I hope you like it. So in this video you are going to learn HTML language which is used to create web pages. This video is for beginners who want to learn HTML for their educational purposes. So in this video I will create some HTML projects which helps you for better understanding. So I would like to give you some introduction about HTML. What is HTML? So HTML is basically a markup language which is used to create web pages. HTML stands for what? HTML stands for hypertext markup language. HTML elements is represented by tags. It is very easy to learn. So there are many editors in which you can write HTML code, something like Notepad or Notepad++, but in this video I will use Visual Studio Code. So let's open it. First of all, I will create a new folder on the desktop. I will name it HTML Crash Course. Oops, sorry. So in Visual Studio Code, open that folder. Go to desktop and this is the folder. Select folder. So here is the folder, and in this folder you need to create a new file by pressing that button, and I will name it index.html. Press enter. There you go. This is your HTML file in which you write HTML code. So HTML.html is basically the extension of this file, and the file name is index. So that's it for this section, and I will catch you in the next section of this video. So guys, in this section we will talk about some basic tags and headings. A lot of people think that HTML is a programming language, but no, wait, let me check. HTML is a programming language or not. So you can see guys, HTML is not a programming language. It is basically a markup language which stands for hypertext markup language. So this is the thing. So let's open a folder which we created in the previous video. So whenever you start HTML code, you should enter some tags, some basic tags. So the first tag is like this, exclamation mark, doc type, and HTML. So this is the starting tag of any HTML document, which tells the browser that this is the HTML document. So after that we write HTML tag. So you can see guys, there is a HTML tag, but after I hit enter there is a closing tag of HTML. So whenever you write a tag, there is a closing tag which is represented by /. So in HTML tag there is a head tag, and in head tag there is a title tag. So we write something in the title is some HTML crash course. So we're gonna save it, Ctrl+S, and right click and choose this option, open in default browser if you are using Windows. So there you go, browser has been opened. So you can see there is written on the top HTML crash course, which will write in the title tag. You can see there. So after the closing tag of head, there is a tag of body, which is the main content of a web page. All the content on the web page is basically in the body tag. So we talked about some basic tags: doc type, HTML, head, title, and the closing tags. So that's it, guys. I will catch you in the next section. In this video we'll talk about headings. So how we can write headings on a web page. Let me tell you. In the body tag there are basically 6 heading tags from H1 to H6. So we write here H1, close this tag. So in H1 tag we write computer. After H1 closing tag we write H2. So write computer. H3 computer. H4 computer. H5 computer. H6. So I told you that there are 6 heading tags from H1 to H6. H1 stands for heading 1, H2 stands for heading 2, and this is goes on from H6 for heading 6. So let me save it, Ctrl+S, and reload this file. So you can see, guys, there is a headings we write in Visual Studio Code in our HTML file. Let me zoom it. So H1 is the biggest heading and H6 is the smallest heading from all of them. You can see H1, this is H2, this is H3, and this is H6. So that's it, guys. I will catch you in the next section. In this section we will talk about paragraphs. So how can you write a paragraph on a web page? Let me tell you. So to write a paragraph, simply the P tag, which helps us to write a paragraph. So in the P tag we can write something. So this is HTML course for beginners. So save it and refresh the web page. So there you can see, guys, there is HTML course for this is HTML course for beginners. So I will write another P tag. This is the second paragraph. You can put many paragraph tags. So P tag is used to print a paragraph or a text on a web page. So we write another P tag. This is the third paragraph. Let me save it and refresh the page. So you can see there are 3 paragraphs on a different lines. So there is a tag which you can bold a text. Simply put the B tag, B, this, and the closing tag is after the text, this. First of all, write P tag paragraph. In the P tag we write the B tag for bold text. So save it and see what happens. So you can see there is a bold text highlighted. This is HTML course for beginners, paragraph 1. So there is a tag which is used to underline the text. So this is a U tag. U tag. It is used to underline the text. So after the text, we close the tag. Let's save it and refresh the browser. You can see there is a line under the second paragraph, and this is used to underline the text. So there is a tag of strong. It is the same tag as the B tag, which is used to bold the text. Save it, and this is the third paragraph. So there is no difference between the first paragraph and the third paragraph. B tag and the strong as works the same. So that's it, guys. I will catch you in the next section of the video. In this section of the video, we will talk about some other basic tags, like how to write the text in italic and how to break the line, how to draw the line. So let me tell you. After this tag, I will create another P tag, and after the P tag, I will write I tag, and this helps us to change the text in italic. So I write something in this. So how are you? So save it and refresh the browser. So you can see there is a paragraph which writes how are you in italic. So I tag helps us to write the text in italic. So there is a tag called BR. BR stands for line break, which is used to spacing between two lines. So BR, and after the BR we write another P tag, and I will write my name is John. So save it and let's see what happens. Refresh the browser, and you can see after this line there is a line blank, and after the blank line there is a line my name is John, which will write the P tag after the blank line. So BR tag helps us to for line spacing between two lines. And another tag is HR. HR stands for heading break, which is used to draw a line between two paragraphs or anything else. So HR, and I will write another paragraph, and I will write my name is Doe. So save it and refresh the browser, and there you can see there is a line after this paragraph. So HR tag helps us to draw a line between two paragraphs, two tags. So that's it for the video. I will catch you in the next section. In this section we will talk about how to add a link in our web page. So how can we add a link in our web page? So we write an A tag, and after that we write href. Href is an attribute of an A tag, and A tag stands for hyperlink, and href is an attribute of an A tag which is used to specify the destination of an address. So after href we write is equal to double quotes http colon / www dot google.com. So we close the tag, and you can see Visual Studio Code automatically close the A tag. So in between the starting and the closing tag we write some text. So we write this is Google website. So here I want to add another tag h1. I want to surround the A tag in h1 heading, which helps us to see properly. So save it and open the browser. So at the last you can see this is written, this is Google website, which we write between the starting tag of A and the closing tag. This is Google website. So when we click this, we go to the Google website actually. So how can we do it? We add a link. This is the syntax of adding a link in our web page. href is an attribute of an A tag, which is a hyperlink, which specifying the destination of our address. So that's it. I will catch you in the next section of the video. In this section we will talk about how to add and show the image on our web page. First of all, let me tell you another attribute in which we write the link tag. So after the href tag we can write another attribute, something like target is equal to double quotes underscore blank. So what is this? This helps us to open this link in a new tab on a Google Chrome. So save it and let's say reload the browser and click on this line, this Google website. So you can see guys, the Google website is open on a new tab, and here is our old tab, overall code which we write in our VS file. So now we will talk about how to add an image on our web page. So simple as that. Image tag is img, and there is an attribute for an image is src. Src stands for source, and then is equal to double quotes. So what image you want to show on our web page. So here you can store the path of that image. So I downloaded an image of a cat in our desktop, so let's copy that path. So there is an image of a cat. So right click, go to properties, and there is location. Copy that location, Control C, and what is the name of that file? img.jpeg. So we pasted the location, and after that backslash the name of the file, img.jpeg. Close the tag. So let's save it and check on the browser, reload the browser. So at the last you can see there is an image of a cute cat by adding the image tag and an attribute source. There is an other attribute in the image tag we can write is alt, stands for alternative. Whenever the image is not showing on the browser, you can add more information about the image to show on the web page. Is equal to, you can write here is a cute cat. So this helps us to store more information about that image. So save it. There's no difference, just a little bit more adding information to that tag. So you can set the width and height of this image by adding another attributes. After the alt attribute, you can write width is equal to in double quotes, let me add 100, and after the width you can set height also. Height is equal to double quotes and 50, let's say 50. So save it and check what happens. Reload the browser. So you can see the size of an image is accordingly the width and height which we set in this image tag. img source the path of the image and the alternative tag which specifies some more information about that image, and a width tag, width attribute and height attribute. So that's it. I'll catch you in the next section of the video. Welcome back guys. In this section we will talk about style attribute, which helps us to do many amazing and awesome things. So let's start. We create a p tag. We write something in it. Hello, how are you? What are you doing? So after the closing bracket of starting p tag, we write style attribute and then is equal to double quotes. So how can we change the color of this text? We can change the color of this text by adding this attribute style. So in the double quotes we write color colon, let's say blue. So there you go, you can see there is a blue box. So save it and check on the browser. So you can see guys, let me surround them into a h1. So here it is. Reload the browser and say, you can see guys, this text is in blue color with the help of style attribute. So there is another paragraph, and style attribute is equal to double quotes color colon, let's say red, and close the starting tag and write something. Hello, how are you? What are you doing? Save it and check on the browser. So you can see hello, how are you, what are you doing is in red color now because we added the red color by adding style attribute. So another p tag and style attribute is equal to we also add the background color of that text. So let's see how we do it. Background hyphen color and colon, let's say green. So close and we write hello, how are you? What are you doing? So save it and refresh the browser. You can see guys, there is a background color, but the text isn't black color, but there is a background color which is green of that text because we added the background attribute in the style attribute. So there is an other function of that style attribute is style is equal to, we can also change the font family or font size. First we change the font family to let's say font hyphen family. So font family is, let's say, Courier. So close and write hello, how are you? What are you doing? Save it and check. You can see guys, there's a different font by adding the font family. You can check on W3 schools some different font families you can add in there. So there's another thing, let's say P style attribute double quotes, and you can also change the font size, font hyphen size, and column, and let's say 300%. Sorry, 300%. Close, and hello, how are you, what are you doing? Save it, and let's see on the browser. You can see guys, there's a huge text on the screen. There is a font which we add in this attribute, style attribute. So let's say 100. Save it and refresh the browser. So there is 100 font size. Let's say 150. Okay, refresh the page. So that's good. So that's all guys. I'll catch you in the next section of the video. In this section we will talk about some more basic tags, like how to subscript the text, how to superscript the text. So let's start. In the previous video I forgot about another style attribute, so I will show you. So let's say p tag and style attribute is equal to double quotes. How to in this style attribute we are going to add the text into a center. So there is a attribute text hyphen align, which means that it allows us to center the text on our web page. So text align colon, we add center. So close, and let's say programming. So save it and check on the browser. So you can see guys, programming is in our center on our web page. So text align is used for that. So that's all for style. And now some more basic tags. P tag, and let's say I am going. So after the P tag you can add del tag. Del tag is basically stands for deleted text. So I am going is deleted text. Close by adding backslash. So let's save it and check what happens on the browser. So there you go, you can see I'm going written on the web page by, and a line is going through that text. So del helps us to doing this. So another basic tag is p tag, and there is a small tag which helps us to get a smaller text compared to the simple paragraph. So let's say I am going. So save it and check on the browser. So you can see guys, there is a text I am going which is smaller than the original paragraph. So there is another tag which is subscript. So we write sub. So let's say h2o. No, wait, made a mistake here. H, and let's say now subtag, and here 2, and after the closing subtag we'll write O. Save it. Let's see what happens on the browser. So you can see guys, wait a minute. Now you can see what happens clearly. So there you go guys, H2. 2 is basically, this is a chemical formula of water, H2O. So there you can add a sub tag. So now there's another tag like superscript. So it is used to add the power of a number. Let's say 2 and we add superscript SUP and we add power of 4. So 4 is the power of 2. So save it and let's see what happens. You can see guys, 4 is the power of 2. 2 times 4. So here you can use that superscript or subscript tag. That's it guys. I will catch you in the next section of the video. Now we'll talk about some more tags like abbreviation or how to print the double quotes on the screen. So write p tag, and in p tag like we write the, and in write abbreviation tag and we can write ABBR, and there's an attribute of an abbreviation tag is title is equal to this. Let's say write University of Oxford. So title is University of Oxford. Close it, and after the closing abbreviation tag we write the short form of that title. So this is UO and University of Oxford. So save it and check on the browser. Reload the browser and this. Wait. So reload the browser, you can see the UOF. So when you hover on the UOF text, you can see the full form of UOF. So let's see, it can show or not. No, it's not working. Wait a minute. UOF can be written between the closing and starting abbreviation tag. So let's say UOF. So now save it and reload the browser. So here you can see when you hover on the UOF, you can see the full form of UOF, University of Oxford, in the box. So there is another other tag which is called quote, stands for Q. So write h1 tag, and in h1 tag we write p tag, and we write in p tag we write q tag. Q stands for quotation. So when we add a q tag, we would be able to add a quotation in our paragraph. So let's say hello, how are you? So save it and let's see on the browser. You can see there is a text hello, how are you, which is in quotation. So with the help of Q you can use quotation around the text. So now we will talk about comments, how we add a comment in our web page. First of all, let me tell you, comments is for the user to understand the code, but there is no effect on the web page or the whole code. So let's say less than sign, exclamation mark, double hyphen, space. So let's say whatever you write in the comment, it will not show on the browser. Let me check. Save. Let's see on the browser. you can see there is no text on the page because that is a comment. In the comment, nothing shows on the page, so that is a comment. So that's it. I will catch you in the next section. So in the body we can change our background color of our web page. So in the body tag there's an attribute called style, which I told you before is equal to double quotes. We're going to change background color of the body, of our whole body. So background hyphen color column, let's say light blue. You can see there is a box of light blue color appeared. So save it and reload our web page. So you can see our whole web page is in the light blue color because we added the style attribute in the body tag. So the body contains all the content of our web page. So it changes the background color of our whole body by adding the style attribute. So you can also apply the border around the text by adding the style attribute. So in the h1 tag, we write another p tag and give them an attribute of style equal to double quotes. We want to add a border, so let's say border and colon, let's say the size of the border is 1 pixel, and space and solid and black. Size of the border is 1 pixel, the color of the border is black, and it's a solid. So close and let's say programming. Save it and refresh the browser. You can see after there is a programming text which is in the border. Now I will show you a simple trick. Okay, so on our web page there is an image of a cat. So when we click on that image of a cat, it will go to the website of facebook.com. So let's do this. First we create a link, a href is equal to http colon / let's say w3schools.com, which is a great website. You can learn from this website very much. So close this, and between the starting and the closing tag of hyperlink we are going to add an image of a cat. So here there is an image tag, img source is equal to double quotes. So there is a path of a cat image which we added on the top. There is, so we copied from it, Control C, and pasted it here in that double quotes. Yes. So okay, close the image tag. Now let's see what happens on the browser. Save this file and refresh the web page. So at the last there is an image of a cute cat. So when we click on that image, it will go to the W3 Schools website. So let's see, I'm gonna click. So when we click on that image, it will go to this website. So that's the simple trick, guys. You can also do this by following this video. I will catch you in the next section. You can change the position of an image to the right or the center of the web page. So let's change this position of this image. Open Visual Studio Code, and in the image tag write a style attribute is equal to double quotes and we add a property called float colon right. It will change the position to the right of our web page. So save it and let's say reload the page. Here you can see the cat now belongs to the right side of our page. In this section we are going to learn how to create a table in HTML that will be shown on our page. So let's start. First of all, we write a table tag because we want to create a table. So table tag, so let's say I will give an attribute to the table tag. Style is equal to, because we want to create a border between the rows and columns of our table. So style is equal to, let's say 3 pixels solid black. Sorry. Border column. Now it's good. So close, and in the table there is a row of heading. Table row, TR stands for table row. So table row, the first heading is the tag of the first heading is TH, stands for table heading. So first heading is like let's say student 1, and the second heading of that row is student 2, and the third heading of that row is student 3. Let's copy this and paste. So here is the 4 student, 5 and 6. So now after the row there is another row TR, which includes some data of student 1 to 6. So student 1 got 15 marks in the D tag. D stands for table data. So TD 15. So let's copy this and paste. 3, 4, 5 and 6. So student 2 got 16 marks, student 3 got 17 marks, student 4 got 18 marks, and student 9 got 19 marks, and student 6 got 20 marks. So let's see what happens on the web page. Control S and refresh the browser. You can see there is a table of a border of 3 pixels solid black, in which we put a data of 6 students and their marks. So we added some borders between the data. So how can we add this? Copy this and paste all of them. So TH and this, paste table row and paste. All the table headings should have this attribute style. Now also for the table data, we want to create a border between every student data. So save it and let's see. So you can see there is a table, the good table, which shows the data of 6 students and their marks. So that's how you can create a table, and you can also, let's say, copy and again paste it. So let's say 21, 22, 23, because there is another row of the data of students, 24, 25 and that's 26. save the data. Now you can see in the browser there's another row on the table. So that's how you create a table, and I will catch you guys in the next section of the video. So now we will talk about lists. There are two types of lists: ordered list and unordered lists. Ordered list stands for OL tag and unordered list stands for UL tag. So let's make a list, unordered list first of all. So unordered list, basically UL. UL stands for unordered list. So UL, in between the starting closing tag of UL, there is a tag of LI. L stands for list. So list. So let's say apple, another list, mango, another list, orange. Save it and let's see on the browser. Oh, there you go. You can see the list of dots, because unordered list there are no numbering or 1 2 3. There's a dots of lists: apple, mango and orange. So there is an order list which is an OL tag, and in OL tags there is a list tag. Let's copy this. Save, and let's see on the browser. You can see there's a list of unordered list. There is an ordered list because the heading is 1 2 3. So you can also give the type of the list. OL, let's say type, and is an attribute of OL tag. Type is equal to, let's say a, small a, close. To copy this and paste it. So let's see what happens. You can see there's a list of ABC syntax. Now copy this and paste this. Now we write capital A. Now what happens? There is a list of syntax of capital letters of A, B and C: apple, mango and orange. Again paste it, and now we write a Roman lists, capital I. Now let's see what happens. Save the file and reload the page. You can see 1, 2 and 3 in Roman. Now another type, again paste it. Now small I, also in Roman. So reload the page. Now you can see there's a small Roman counting of lists: apple, mango and orange. So that's all guys for the lists. I'll catch you in the next section of the video. Now we will talk about divs and spans. Div element is basically a block line container, and span is basically an inline container. So what is div? Let's say div tag and this. So in div tag there is a p tag, there is h1 tag, there is lists and all that stuff, OL and lists. So basically the p tag, h1 tag and order list tag is basically the container that is surrounded by a div tag. So that is why we use div, to use block level containers. Now we'll talk about spans. What is span? Let's say h1, and let's say I am a good player. So if you want to change the color only good, then what you can do? It can be done by span. So after before the good text, let's say span tag, and close that span tag after the good, this. So after the span, let's give it an attribute of style is equal to color colon red. Color colon red. Let's wait a minute. I hope you can see. So save it and let's see what happens on the web page. So this is a div container of including p tag, h1 tag, and the order list. So after the container ends, the inline container span, which is surrounded by h1, let's say I am a is in black, good is in red color, and player is in black color. So how do we do that? By using span. Span is an inline container. So that's all for divs and span. I will catch you in the next section of the video. Let me clear the concept of div. So this is a div tag which includes p tag, h1 tag, and order list. There is. So if div is a block level container, so if we give them an attribute style is equal to let's give them border colon 2 pixel solid black. Let's save it and let's reload the page. So you can see all the tags which is included in the div tag got included in the border, because div is a container of all these tags. So I hope you have been clear by the div concept. So the last topic of this video is how to include a video in an HTML document. So let's go to the youtube.com. Let's search a song Linkin Park. There is. So click on this button share and click on this empt. So all this code you should copy from it here. Control C, cross this tab. So and paste the code here in HTML document. Don't worry about the attributes included in the iframe tag. So Control S and let's reload the page. You can see at the end there is a YouTube video which we included in the HTML page. Now we will talk about some buttons and some inputs. So first we talk about inputs. Let's say input tag. First of all, we need a line break. So like 2 BR line breaks. So after that, input tag, and the type of that input is equal to, type is an attribute of an input tag, and double quotes type is, let's say, radio. This is a radio button. Close this tag, save it, and let's reload the page. And after that, you can see there is a radio button, which when we click, there is a black dot appeared on the button. So there is an other type, input type, there is a checkbox. Close this, save it, and reload the page. So here you can see there is a checkbox button. There is an input field which has a type of email. So after the radio button, there is an email type which we can write our email. So let's create a login system. Let's create a login system. So let's say remove that. Let's say input type email. And another input tag is an attribute type, and this let's say password. After that, we create a button that says log in. So save it and refresh the page. You can see there is an input field which has our email type, and this is another field which has our password type, and a login button. So if we write in that input field, there is a text, but if we write in that field, there is a password. There are dots because we given a type password, so that's why it shows dots like password. So that's all, guys. I hope you like my course, and I will really appreciate if you like this video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.